The cosmos is full of wonders, mysteries, and phenomena that boggle the human mind. Vast galaxies spiral through the darkness, each one a collection of countless stars, planets, and possibly even life. Countless stars ignite and fade, living out their lifespans in a cosmic dance that has been ongoing for billions of years. And on a small red planet, a mystery lingers, one that could change our understanding of life in the universe. This is the story of Mars, a planet that has fascinated scientists and dreamers alike for centuries, and a scientist with a bold claim that could rewrite history. His name is Dr. John Brandenburg, a man whose theories have sparked both intrigue and controversy. He believes that Mars was once home to a thriving civilization, a society that may have been more advanced than we can imagine. But their world ended in a catastrophic nuclear war, a war that left the planet desolate and barren. Dr. Brandenburg is a plasma physicist, a specialist in the field of high-energy particles and their interactions. He has worked on projects for NASA and the US government, lending credibility to his scientific background. He's not a fringe theorist, but a respected scientist with a track record of serious research. But his theory about Mars is controversial, to say the least, challenging the very foundations of our understanding of the universe. It challenges our understanding of the universe, making us rethink what we know about life and its potential beyond Earth. It makes us question if we are alone, or if other civilizations have risen and fallen in the vast expanse of space. The evidence, according to Dr. Brandenburg, lies in the Martian soil, a silent witness to the planet's tumultuous past. He points to high levels of radioactive isotopes like xenon-129, which he believes are telltale signs of nuclear explosions. These isotopes, he argues, are the remnants of nuclear explosions. Not just any explosions, but ones of an extraordinary scale. Not just any explosions, but explosions of an extraordinary scale, capable of wiping out an entire civilization in an instant. This theory, if true, paints a bleak picture of Martian history, one of sudden and catastrophic destruction. It suggests that an advanced civilization, perhaps more advanced than our own, was wiped out in an instant, their achievements reduced to rubble. Their cities turned to dust, their monuments crumbled, and their legacy, a thin layer of radioactive isotopes on a barren planet. Their legacy, a thin layer of radioactive isotopes on a barren planet, a silent testament to a once great civilization that met a tragic end. Dr. Brandenburg calls his theory the Cydonian hypothesis. This hypothesis is not just a casual speculation, but a well-thought-out theory based on years of research and analysis. He believes that two ancient Martian civilizations, the Cydonians and the Utopians, once flourished on the planet. These civilizations were advanced, with their own unique cultures and technologies. They built cities, developed technology, and looked out at the stars, just as we do. Their cities were marvels of engineering, and their technology was sophisticated, perhaps even rivaling our own in some aspects. But something went terribly wrong. A disaster of unimaginable proportions struck these civilizations. Whether through conflict or miscalculation, a nuclear war erupted. This war was unlike any other, with weapons of mass destruction that we can only begin to comprehend. The explosions ripped through the Martian atmosphere, throwing up a cloud of dust and radiation. This cloud enveloped the planet, blocking out the sun and causing temperatures to plummet. The once blue skies turned red. The change was swift and devastating, altering the planet's climate and environment forever. The lush vegetation withered and died. The once thriving ecosystems collapsed, leaving behind a barren and desolate landscape. The Martian civilization was no more. The cities were abandoned, and the people who once lived there were gone, leaving only ruins behind. The evidence for this cataclysmic event, Brandenburg argues, is written in the very air we breathe, or rather, the air Mars no longer has. The thin atmosphere of Mars holds clues to its violent past. The Martian atmosphere is thin and composed mostly of carbon dioxide. This composition is a stark contrast to Earth's atmosphere and hints at a dramatic change in the planet's history. But it also contains traces of xenon-129 and other isotopes, elements typically associated with nuclear explosions. These isotopes are like fingerprints, pointing to a specific type of event. The Martian surface also tells a tale of destruction. Craters and impacts are scattered across the landscape, evidence of the violent events that took place. Brandenburg points to the high concentration of uranium and thorium in certain regions of Mars. These elements are found in unusually high amounts, suggesting they were not naturally deposited. These elements, he argues, are not naturally occurring in such abundance. Their presence indicates a significant and deliberate use of nuclear technology. They are the fingerprints of nuclear weapons, the remnants of a long-forgotten war. This war, according to Brandenburg, reshaped the planet and left it the barren world we see today. Dr. Brandenburg's theory has been met with skepticism from the scientific community. His hypothesis suggests that ancient nuclear explosions on Mars are responsible for the high levels of certain isotopes found on the planet. This idea, while fascinating, has not been universally accepted. Many scientists argue that the levels of radioactive isotopes on Mars can be explained by natural phenomena. They believe that these isotopes could have been produced by processes that do not involve intelligent life or advanced technology. They point to cosmic rays, volcanic eruptions, and other natural processes that can produce similar isotopic signatures. Cosmic rays, for instance, constantly bombard planetary surfaces, leading to the creation of various isotopes over time. The lack of physical evidence for ancient Martian cities or technology also casts doubt on the Cydonian hypothesis. Despite extensive exploration by rovers and orbiters, no definitive signs of past civilizations have been found. While there are intriguing features on the Martian surface, such as the famous face on Mars, these formations have been the subject of much debate. Some believe they are remnants of an ancient civilization, while others see them as mere illusions. Most scientists believe these are natural formations, shaped by wind and erosion over millions of years. The Martian environment is harsh and dynamic, capable of creating shapes that can easily be misinterpreted as artificial. Furthermore, the idea of a civilization capable of nuclear war existing on Mars so long ago challenges our current understanding of planetary science. The notion that such an advanced society could have arisen and then vanished without a trace is difficult for many to accept. While Mars is thought to have once been a warmer and wetter planet, it's unclear if it could have supported life as we know it, let alone a technologically advanced civilization. The presence of ancient riverbeds and possible lakes suggests water was once abundant, but this alone does not confirm the existence of life. The scientific method demands rigorous testing and peer review. Every new theory must be scrutinized and validated through repeated experiments and observations. While Dr. Brandenburg's theory is intriguing, it has yet to meet the burden of proof required for widespread acceptance. The scientific community remains open to new ideas, but they must be backed by solid evidence and withstand critical examination. Despite the skepticism, Dr. Brandenburg's theory has found a following. Jason Reza Jorjani, a prominent figure in the fringe history and conspiracy theory circles, has championed Dr. Brandenburg's work, lending it a degree of notoriety and attracting a wider audience. Jorjani, known for his controversial views on history and his association with the alt-right movement, has featured Dr. Brandenburg on his podcasts and in his writings, amplifying the claims of ancient Martian nuclear wars to a receptive audience. This exposure through non-traditional channels, while controversial, has sparked renewed interest in Dr. Brandenburg's theories. Podcasts, online forums, and social media platforms have become breeding grounds for discussions about ancient Martian civilizations and the possibility of a nuclear apocalypse on the Red Planet. While the scientific community remains unconvinced, the public imagination has been captured. The idea of a lost civilization on Mars, wiped out by a nuclear war, resonates with our deepest fears and fascinations. It speaks to the fragility of civilization and the enduring power of the unknown. Dr. Brandenburg draws parallels between the alleged Martian structures and ancient civilizations on Earth, suggesting a connection between these distant worlds. He points to features like the face on Mars and the pyramids found in the Cydonia region, claiming they resemble ancient Egyptian architecture. He argues that these structures are too precise and complex to be mere natural formations, suggesting instead that they are the remnants of intelligent design. The similarities to Earth's ancient civilizations, he posits, hint at a shared history or perhaps even contact between our two planets in the distant past. This comparison, however, has been met with strong criticism from archaeologists and historians. They argue that attributing the creation of these Martian features to ancient civilizations based solely on visual similarities is a classic example of pareidolia, the human tendency to perceive meaningful patterns in random or vague stimuli. The vast cultural and technological gulf that separates hypothetical Martian civilizations from ancient Egyptians further weakens this argument. While intriguing, the connection between Martian structures and Earth's ancient civilizations remains highly speculative. Dr. Brandenburg's theory has found unexpected support from a rather unusual source: the CIA's remote viewing program. This top-secret project, conducted during the Cold War, explored the potential of extrasensory perception, or ESP, for intelligence gathering. Remote viewers, individuals claiming to possess psychic abilities, were tasked with describing distant or hidden locations, sometimes thousands of miles away. One particularly intriguing session involved a remote viewer being asked to focus on a specific set of coordinates on Mars. The viewer described a landscape that was dry and desolate, with massive structures and a civilization struggling to survive. While the CIA never officially confirmed the validity of remote viewing, some proponents believe this session provides tantalizing evidence for Dr. Brandenburg's claims. The use of remote viewing as evidence, however, is highly controversial. The scientific community largely dismisses ESP as pseudoscience, lacking empirical evidence and rigorous testing. The subjective nature of remote viewing makes it difficult to verify, and the program's association with Cold War espionage further clouds its credibility.